Hi, what is going on, you guys? Andy Davis here, getting ready to do another chapter review for a manga. Let's get into Bleach, chapter 510. This basically in the beginning of this chapter, we get blackface. I guess I don't know. See why Kubo would like take extra time, like just color in the doctors. I guess he was what he was trying to do was I guess like blacken their faces to make them to, like we won't be able to know what they look like, or I don't know. He could have done something better. I mean, he could have used I mean, he could have not shown their eyes. I mean, like, or something like that. I mean, if you wanted like to them to be like anonymous, nobody characters, then he should have just blackened their whole eyes and mouth and everything like that, and just I mean, I don't know. People have done it before, but I mean, I don't know what he was thinking when he did that. You know. Anyway, basically, this is the flashback of a already deceased Stern Ritter. Stern Ritter Y. Lloyd yourself. Lloyd yourself. The yourself Y Stern Ritter. Apparently, he had a twin. He has a twin brother. His name was what was his name? Lloyd or something like that, or Yoid, something like I don't know. But anyway, apparently they had both had the ability to like be able to transform into different people, as we've seen before with Kenpachi, explained that this guy transformed into him. But the thing is with these two is that one has the ability to transform into them to anybody person he wants, but he only have like the strength and like abilities and stuff like that. With the other brother, he has the ability not only to transform into the person, but also take their memories and just basically he's like he can actually become the person and like have and remember all the experiences, so that if he's interrogated by somebody thinking that, oh, that's not the real him, then he can easily like ask them anything about that person, and he would get it just like that. He would just be spot on. He wouldn't be wrong about that. And we now see why this flashback was happening is because that, lo and behold, that was not Juha Bach. That was actually Lloyd. I mean, Lloyd's brother, who had got killed by Yamamoto. And it was really disappointing because we all did not see that coming. I mean, really didn't. It's kind of like the bad thing. It's like, damn, I mean, we didn't see it coming, but I mean, we just didn't like it because one, it was too convenient. I have some very gripes about this chapter. It's like I like it, but it's just some things I didn't like about it. For one, it was just too easy for like too, you know, it was too much of it was too, it was just it's too convenient for me. For one, it was just like, I mean, wow, like he had a brother, like, came out of nowhere, and it's like, I mean, Kubo could have come with a better story. I mean, he could have had to where the Stern Ritter with the blonde or white hair or whoever that guy is in the back, he could have been the true leader of the Reich, and maybe he would just follow his orders and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, or it could have been like a clone, well, not like a clone like that, but I don't know, just something different. I mean, I just really I didn't see it coming, but I didn't like how it was going. It's like really he went that route. The second thing I didn't like was that Yamamoto had basically just wasted all his good stuff on a imitation, and that's really disappointing because he pulled out all the stops. He used his Bankai, like he was just basically goading about how if he doesn't finish this up, the Soul Side is finished. I mean, he just did all this stuff. He summoned all these zombies. It just seems like he kind of wasted a Bankai on somebody. I mean, here Yamamoto hasn't even used his Bankai in so long, and like he could have used it on Aizen, but like I guess he was more concerned about Katakura Town and everybody that was in it from getting killed. So I guess that's why he didn't use it. and now he uses it, and it's basically wasted on someone that's not even worth using the Bankai on. I mean, yeah, I mean, Juha Bach was pretty powerful. I mean, the Juha Bach low weight, your weight was pretty powerful. I mean, he did defeat Kenpachi. I guess this is the reason why Kenpachi got his ass whooped, because, I guess he was trying to take revenge for his brother's death. I mean, I could see why. I mean, like, that's like the perfect revenge, almost beating the guy that killed your brother to death. I could see why, how, he'd be able to defeat him. So, Lloyd shouldn't be, it's kind of weird. It really confuses me, though, because Lloyd had the ability to, like, transform into the person and have their abilities and stuff like that and have their strength. But yet he was defeated and killed, and his brother had only the memories and things of that nature, the memories and thoughts and, like, how the person acts, to where, it was just weird. And also we also figure out that Juha Bach attacked the first division barracks, and Yamamoto was like looking at the, like, who are you, like, who are you, who's the, like, you're not Juha Bach. And he turns around and, like, there's like this giant explosion, and he's calling out his third seat. And he's like, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, that guy just got promoted too. And I'm like, damn, like, third seat just got promoted. Maybe, like, he wasn't promoted officially, but I mean, he was third seat. So I mean, like, if third seat maybe becomes vice captain, I guess that's how it works. If, like, the the if the vice captain dies, I guess the third seat must take the spot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the whole Soul Society thing works. It's like they would want to do that, but they choose not to. It's kind of weird. Like, I mean, this position's still there. I mean, I guess Yamamoto's like, I guess he's like, no one could take, his spot. So I'm guessing that that's why he feels like that. Also, we find out that Juha Bach actually was hiding somewhere. Well, not hiding, but he was just basically, like, in another location. He was actually in the prison where Aizen is being held. Now, this is where my other gripe of this chapter was that we missed important information. We missed important information when Aizen and Juha Bach were talking, because I mean, these are two powerful villains that, both both took over. One took over Soul Society. One tried to take over Soul Society. One person is actually making efforts to take over Soul Society, and it's making progress to that. And it's just, like, it would have been like a very interesting conversation to see, or, well, to read. I mean, if you want to be, picky about that kind of stuff. But yeah, just stuff like that. And I was like, damn, like, this kind of sucks. I mean, we didn't get a chance to, like, read what they said. I mean, I wanted to know, like, what was going on between their conversations. But Juha Bach basically said that we wanted him to be part of our special war pieces, but Eisen of course declined because of his pride. He's prideful and all that stuff. And I was kind of like, I didn't think Eisen would come back and take over as being the final villain. I just don't think it'd be too easy. That'd just be too easy. I mean, I would like to see him, like, again, like, as how he would look 17 months from now. Would he look the same? Would he look different? Just things of that nature. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of, like, wondering how he's gonna look now, or if he's even changed at all. I mean, like, yeah, sure, some of the Soul Society, they have changed their characteristics and stuff like that and how they look. But I mean, that's um that's like personal changes of their self-being. And that phone doesn't hush while I'm trying to do my review. Anyway, sorry. I'll get that later or whatever. What I was about to say. Oh yeah. Yamamoto actually attempted to use his Bankai, and because of what happened, because of him trying to use his Bankai, it gets stolen. It's like, what were you thinking, Yamamoto? I mean, just you. It's like, I know Yamamoto was thinking himself like, well, maybe I can just use my Bankai on him again. But it's like, I mean, it's already too late. He should have just like waited. I mean, he was just being so cocky. Like Yamamoto had like people who that's like people in the Soul Society. If they have Bankai, they will use that shit over and over and over again. I'm just like, he has Keto. I mean, Yamamoto and some of the people in Sarate have Nat has their Keto. And it's like, stop using your Bankais. Just use your Sheik. Just use either your Shikais or use Keto. It's not that hard. I'm just saying. I know people are like, Keto may not be enough to stop them, and Bankai is the only thing that can stop them, and all that stuff. I mean, you shouldn't rely on Bankai too much, but it's like, it's like, now, like, when you don't want to use, you have to use your Bankai, you can't use it, and it's like, yeah, I used it before, so like, now you want to use it, but you can't use it, so you see what I mean? It's like, they want to use it now, but they couldn't, but they can't. They don't want to use it before, but now that, these Quincy have invaded and they're like a serious threat. Now they want to use it, but they didn't want to use it when they were fighting Iran cars. So I guess they didn't see the Iran cars as a major threat, and it's kind of weird. I mean, it gives the story a good excuse to have people's Bankais being released or stolen and all that stuff. So at least we got to see at least two Bankais that we haven't seen before, which was Yamamoto's Tachi and Tatsukibe's is it Gonryamaru's Bankai? I can't remember the name of it. Gonriki Yumaru? I'm not sure what it was called. I forgot. But yeah. What else happened? Oh yeah, so after Yamamoto's Bankai gets stolen, Juha Bach basically explains to him that like you're actually wrong about what's going on. Like you thinking that if your Bankai is not fully analyzed, that we can't steal it. I mean, like, your Bankai still can be stolen. Don't get me wrong. It can be stolen. I just gave orders not to let him take it because he wouldn't be, I mean, no one besides me is strong enough to control your Bankai. That's what he basically said. Oh, yeah, and he killed a subordinate. Um, Joe Bot did kill a subordinate. And it's like, this guy is like, he's so evil. He's like, even when Yoid was it Lloyd or Lloyd? I'm not sure. When Yoid had done his thing, he done his orders. He took orders to the T, and he actually feels like he feels like he did a good job. He's feeling like grateful to have it to serve him and all that stuff. And he's all of a sudden he's like, you know what? Thank you for doing a good job. You're fired now. And he just kills him, and it's like, you monster. It's like I was like, I like it, but I kind of hate it. He's like, it's such an ass, but he's such a cool asshole. Yeah. So basically, Yamamoto is just into deep shit. He tries to he doesn't know what to do now, and Juha actually summons an arrow from the sky, and it becomes a sword. Or I think it combines with his already blade, so I'm not sure. And he basically says like, goodbye, Shinjigeki Yamamoto, and he just cuts him, and that's the end of the chapter. So it's like, is there another possible death in the 13 Court God Squads? We're not sure. I mean, Yamamoto has got pretty much got it cut before. I mean, and plus that this is like his only true injury. I mean, yeah, sure he was injured while he was fighting Overkill Bursky Driscoll Bursky Driscoll, yeah, he was fighting against Driscoll. But I mean, like, the Bankai didn't really do much damage to him at all. It just cinched his clothes. That was about it. So this would be the only thing. Oh, this cut will be the only thing that actually like is able to damage him, maybe slightly a little bit, or maybe enough for him to be out of commission for a while, or maybe deceased. We never know. With this chapter, I won't give like an actual grade. I'll give it like it was pretty decent. It was a pretty decent chapter. Last chapter was pretty alright, but was better than this chapter. And it's like, you know, I didn't like how they brought the whole like dark and shaded, you know, doctor and nurse in the beginning, and then we find out that Yamamoto didn't kill the real Juha Bach and wasted the Bankai. I didn't like how Aizen and Juha Bach's conversation was skipped over, and I also didn't like how Yamamoto didn't use his head and not use Bankai again. Which, I mean, he could have used something else besides Bankai. I mean, I'm just saying. His flames have been more than enough, trust me. But I digress. I guess that'll be it for this review. Like my page, follow me on Twitter, and give me some thumbs up, y'all. Like, subscribe to me, all that good stuff. And you want to talk about some anime or manga or anything related to Toku or Sentai, just hit me up on Twitter and we'll chat it up. We'll tweet about Power Rangers or Super Sentai or Naruto, anime stuff, whatever. Yeah, just hit me up. Sayonara, and remember, in order to get to the good stuff, you gotta get past bullshit.